Injuries, unfortunately, are a part of football, but who are the 5 players the 2026 Green Bay Packers can least afford to lose to injury? We'll talk about that next. Gil Martin here. Welcome to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in-depth videos on your Green Bay Packers. We have new episodes dropping every day, Monday through Friday, so hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Also, visit our website at thepackerspost.com for more in-depth articles on your Green Bay Packers. Today, we'll take a look at the 5 players the Packers can least afford to lose to injury this season, with training camp now less than a month away. Now, these ratings are based on a combination of talent, how important the player is to the team's success, and then based on the current roster, what the depth is at their position. So those are all factors in determining who gets on this list. Coming in at number 5 is offensive tackle Zach Tom. Tom is the team's best offensive lineman. He has the highest grades from Pro Football Focus in each of the last 3 seasons. And the offensive line struggled last year, did not live up to expectations. And look, it's key to protecting Jordan Love, opening holes for the running game. Tom provides the Packers with consistent pass protection and has graded out as their best run blocker for the last few years as well. Now he's coming off a patellar injury that caused him to miss several games late in the season, including the playoff game in Chicago. And no doubt the offense felt his absence. And the offensive line does not have a lot of depth. Darian Kennard is the only experienced backup tackle. If Kennard doesn't get plugged in due to injury, then you're shuffling players all along the line. You're weakening 2 positions to try to shore up one. We'll see, because there are questions about every starter on this offensive line, with the exception of Zach Tom, and that includes potential starting left tackle Jordan Morgan, who has not gotten the job done yet, hasn't had the chance, but has not gotten the job done yet in the NFL at left tackle. He showed some promise in limited opportunities, but there would be a big talent drop if Tom were out of the lineup for any substantial amount of time. Coming in at number 4, safety Xavier McKinney. He earned All-Pro honors in each of his 2 seasons with the Packers. First-team All-Pro in 2024, second-team All-Pro in 2025. McKinney's role is sort of the deep center fielder in the Green Bay secondary, and opposing quarterbacks, they've been reluctant to throw deep down the middle since McKinney joined the team. Add to the mix the fact that Jonathan Gannon emphasizes his safeties. So McKinney, along with Evan Williams and maybe Javon Bullard, will be playing a bigger role in the defense this season. Now, there is good depth at safety. Otherwise, McKinney might have been higher. We mentioned Bullard. If something happened to either McKinney or Williams, Bullard could step in. You'd then probably have to move somebody else to slot. But again, the depth is there at corner. But McKinney, because of his talent, his leadership, his intelligence, he's in the number 4 spot. Coming in at number 3, running back Josh Jacobs. Jacobs has been the team's top back for the last 2 years, but his availability for this season is still up in the air after his offseason arrest. Now, no criminal charges have been filed as of now, but the NFL will conduct their own investigation, and they could still suspend Jacobs regardless of whether charges are pressed against him, criminal charges or not. The depth behind Jacobs is unproven. You have Marshawn Lloyd, who's only been healthy enough to play in 1 game in his first 2 years in the league. And even if Lloyd stays healthy, he is a change of pace back because of his lack of size, not the kind of guy you can give 20, 25 touches a game and still have the offense run smoothly. The other experienced backup is Chris Brooks. He's better suited to being a third-string guy. The best part of his game blocking, protecting the quarterback, picking up blitzes and stunts. He's a serviceable runner and receiver, but not the guy you want as your number one. So there's no backup on this roster with a proven track record that they can be a number one back in the NFL, and the drop in production for the offense would be noticeable if Jacobs were lost for a significant amount of time. Coming in at number 2, edge rusher Micah Parsons. And we saw the impact of Parsons' absence last year on the Green Bay defense. The Packers were 9-3-1. They were beating the Broncos in Denver when Parsons was lost for the year with a torn ACL, and the team lost all of their remaining games, including the playoff match in Chicago, without their star edge rusher. Now, we already know Parsons will miss at least the first month of the season, maybe as much as half the season almost, as he continues to rehab from the ACL surgery. So the team is going to have to find a way to get pressure on opposing quarterbacks without him. No more Rashawn Gary. He was traded to Dallas. Kingsley Enagbare let go as a free agent. There's a lot of young options here, but no one proven. You've got Lucas Van Ness now in his 4th season. Only started 2 games in his first 3. Hopefully he's ready to be the number 1 guy until Parsons is ready to return. You've got guys like Barron Sorrell and Colin Oliver and Denai Dennis Sutton and Brenton Cox, all of them with talent, none of them proven. We'll see how the defense handles Parsons' absence early. And boy, if they're going to make a playoff run late, they will need Micah Parsons. And coming in at number 1, quarterback Jordan Love. He earns the top spot on this list. He's now considered a top 10 quarterback by almost every expert in this league. He's got the potential to go higher with a strong season and maybe even a playoff run. That, I think, is the big missing ingredient in his resume. But he has led the Packers to the playoffs in each of his 3 seasons as a starter, but only won 1 game and lost 3. Most NFL teams are in big trouble if their starting quarterback is out for a significant amount of time. Now, last year, the Packers had Malik Willis, one of the best, if not the best, backup in the league. He's now the starter in Miami. So now it's Tyrod Taylor. He's an average backup. He's experienced. He knows how to move the ball, but he's not a dynamic starter at this stage of his career. So if Jordan Love were out of the lineup, the Packers' chances of contending for a Super Bowl or even making the playoffs would take a serious hit. Jordan Love right now is the one player the Packers can least afford to lose to injury. Visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on your Green Bay Packers. Here on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. We have new episodes every day, Monday through Friday. I'm Gil Martin. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe, and of course, go Pack Go.